Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I know I've been out for a long time. Um, Apologize in advance. I've been dealing with the grief. I've been dealing with the loss of my mother, who was one of the keystones in my life as far as things that I learned about how to deal with people, how to be compassionate, how loving she was, how she would step out to help anybody that was in need, didn't ask for anything back. And so I've been kind of dealing with that. But on that same topic, today just want to briefly discuss not letting the rest of the world set your standard. So as I'm going through this grief, there's so many different takes and opinions about how to properly deal with grief, how long you should be dealing with grief, and what I've come to the conclusion of is there are two general ways. You can choose to grieve. Like everyone goes through grief, which is basically like the anguish that you deal with from losing somebody so significant and important to you. But not everyone mourns. And what I learned, the definition of mourning is the outward expression of grief. So now I'm at the point where I'm ready to mourn, ready to outwardly express my grief. And by doing so, I believe that's one of the healthiest ways to not get over your grief, but to grow through it and to kind of embrace it. What I can tell you is the more that I try to resist and act like it didn't happen, or try to just hold in my feelings, the more occasions where something will remind me of my mother, and I'll just burst into tears, uncontrollably, like out in public places, things like that. So I'm seeing why it's so healthy to express your grief externally, um, in a controlled environment. That's what you choose, or on social media, different ways. Only you can determine which way is going to be best for you. But yeah, just wanted to tell you guys that's why I haven't been on this podcast for a long time. Um, in the future, we're going to pick up back where we left off. We're going to discuss some leadership series. I'm going to make the content more entertaining, more enlightful, or more enlightening, sorry. And it's going to be over a good time. But just want to just give a quick uh, discussion, or create a quick discussion on, why I've been gone and how to deal what I've been dealing with the grief. But on the next episode, we'll discuss more of a formalized plan on how to deal with grief.